So the mountain actually inspired Arthur Conan Doyle's legendary novel, The Lost World. It was discovered at the end of the 16th century by an explorer called Walter Raleigh, and for about 100 years or so afterwards, people had sighted this gigantic plateau towering into the sky, but no one had ever been able to reach the mountain summit itself. And so in the 19th century or so, explorers kept reaching the base, but all failed, all reached the mountain cliffs, these towering cliffs that rise up to 1,000 metres above them, up into the clouds above, and they all failed to actually ascend to the mountain summit itself. So for much of the 19th century, different naturalists started to wonder what was on the top. Different people believed there could be dinosaurs or ancient human civilizations, and eventually, 125 years ago, the first explorer party actually reached the mountain top and discovered this ancient biome of land that had never before been seen by mankind.
It was so much weirder than you expect it to be. I mean, we were warned. There, you know, Stu always had this one quote, which was "strange country of nightmares." And I think you're always, and you see pictures, but until you actually get up there, I don't think you really, it's very difficult to make sense of what you're seeing.
It was a 3-day trek to get to the summit.
Yeah. Day one was across Savannah, so it was very sort of undulating. You can see Kukunan on the left and Roraima on the right, and it's amazing. I mean, it was sort of our first glimpse of Roraima.
For me, the most exciting side of it was actually the day before the last climb. So I woke up in the morning and had been completely misted or clouded over the night we got there, and it was dark and we couldn't really see it. I woke up, unzipped my tent, and I looked up and was like, wow. We had 3 days climb up to the top. Was a lot more challenging than I expected, particularly when you have about an 18-kilogram backpack and you're only 5'3". It was just so vast, and I think I expected it to be quite a lot smaller. For me, I think my best moment, well, kind of overall, I just had the opportunity to have greater understanding of all the different endemic species that are on Mount Roraima. And we had one particular day where we got to work with tarantulas, but different kinds of tarantulas that are only found there.
For the last 70 million years or so, this uplifted area of land has remained isolated and basically cut off from the rest of the world. So today, these last fragments that remain, of which Roraima is one of them, and about 100 other plateaus across this area, these very last fragments contain that ancient biome, that ancient assemblage of plants and animals that used to populate this supercontinent of Gondwana. About 30% of all the plants and animals that occur there are found absolutely nowhere else on Earth. It's completely unique. There's nothing else like it on the planet.